Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, welcome. And today I'm going to do another recap with a subscriber, which we're going to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 6 episode 10. And you guys, I know it's two recaps in 1 week, but I have been getting a lot of requests to recap with me, so I decided to say, you know what, I might as well just connect with you as much as possible, so let's just do 2 this week. And if you guys want to join me in the next recap, definitely hashtag recap in the comment section below, so I can push you into the raffle for next week's episode. And you guys, if you aren't following me on my Patreon, definitely do, because if you aren't, you're only getting half of the story, where I react to full episodes, unedited reactions to Drag Race US, Drag Race Holland, and Drag Race UK. Also, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. And without further ado, let's get straight into this recap with a subscriber. First and foremost, Tim, thank you so much for coming onto my YouTube platform and just really discussing this episode 10 of Drag Race All-Star 6. And I cannot wait to hear your opinions and thoughts of everything. Thank you so much, babe.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to talk you through this episode. It was a big episode, so we got a lot to cover.
Really big and good episode. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, and you know, I did actually doing 2 recaps this week. So you're one of them.
Okay.
But
awesome.
Yeah, because it was a lot of people like, I want to recap. I'm like, okay, let's just try to get some more people. But
yeah, definitely.
First thing on the list is the girls are coming back from last episode back into the workroom, and they are deciding to see who picked who for the lipsticks. Everyone decided to go with Eureka, and they pulled Eureka's name. So what did you think about that?
Yeah, I think that was the right call. Eureka, she hasn't had any wins yet, so if they're just going by track record, then I think it was her time to go.
Yeah, totally, hands down, agree with you. Eureka was, even though she did really good, I think she did really good this season. I think that she was a very, very like steady queen. I think I enjoyed her this season, but yeah, I think it was her time to get out of the competition, as you know, from last episode. So now that the girls were like looking at the lip syncs, and then they realized that there was an alarm going off, which doesn't happen at that point of the competition. And then they realized that it is now RuPaul's Secret Rudemption lip sync SmackDown. They got the details of what's about to happen now. The queens that have been eliminated now have a chance to come back, and it's only going to be one. And it's basically going to be a process of elimination of lip syncs. So first 2 queens on the block is Miss Serena Chacha and Miss Jiggly Caliente. What did you think?
So, I mean, I think they both looked great. I have my notes over here. Yeah, I think, I mean, it was just great to see them again, because just the time is so cut short. So I'm glad that these queens that got sent home early, we're getting another chance to like see them, and to like see what else they can do. Because like especially for Serena, I feel like her talent show wasn't like her best showcase of herself. So I'm glad that we're getting to see more of her. Because I think her lip sync, she did do well, and she had that like big pink coat on, which I think was like pretty obvious there was going to be a reveal. But I think like her like sparkly bodysuit, I think she looked really great. I liked her pigtails; thought it was really cute.
Yeah, it was.
And Jiggly, like I love Jiggly. I was really disappointed that she went home so early. But like she's an amazing performer, so I was like really glad to see her again. I think she like performed really well, and I think Jiggly like did win the lip sync. I think I agree with Ruth's decision.
Yeah, as far as for me, both queens looked amazing to me. I think they really did look good. I love the little reveal that Serena decided to do. And ultimately, I agree with you. Jiggly definitely deserved to stay with that lip sync. I didn't understand Serena's little duck walking or a little bouncing that she was doing. He was
like her little knee hops.
Right. I was like, what is she giving? I was like, what? But ultimately, like you said, I'm glad that the queens just, you know, got another chance to come back. And I do want her to thrive in her business. So you guys, if you guys want to buy some wigs, definitely shout out to Miss Serena Chacha. Definitely support her. But yeah, so now that that lip sync ended, Rue decides to go with Jiggly Caliente to be the winner. She now is going to the next round, and the next round is with Jiggly versus Silky Nutmeg Ganache. What did you think about that?
Okay, yeah. So this looks like I mean, I think Silky, first of all, she looked amazing.
Mhm.
Um, like that like cheetah print dress, like that like fit her body like perfectly. Like she looked fantastic. It was really funny that they were like both wearing cheetah print, um, or like some type of like cheetah like leopard print, and just like the like shady banter that they had like before the lip syncs, I think was really funny. So
Yeah.
like when Silky was like, "It looks like you stretched out your cheetah print," like that was really funny.
You're right. It was good. I love the banter.
um, but yeah, then obviously Silky, I think when she like brought out the glass and then the ice and the drinks, like I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think Jiggly really stood much of a chance, even though she did do great.
Yeah.
Um, but I think just like the little gag that Silky had definitely put her over the top.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that they both looked great. I think that the banter was good. I think it kind of amped up the lip sync, because when you do
Hmm.
that banter before, you're like, okay, here we go. Now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. So
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
the little banter back and forth. And as far as the lip sync goes, I wanted to ask you a question. So when you see Silky do the glass and then the ice and then the alcohol, then the chaser,
Hmm. Yep.
and you notice that she wasn't lip syncing
Hmm.
a lot throughout the song. Did you enjoy that, or do you think that was something that you didn't mind, or would you mind?
Personally, I didn't even notice that she wasn't lip syncing.
Okay.
I was just so like so um I guess so like entranced by what she's doing with
Right.
like with the alcohol and stuff. So I mean, personally, I guess I didn't mind because I didn't even notice it, but
Right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Because
yeah,
like when she was
yeah,
drinking the drink, she wasn't lip syncing. When
hmm,
she was
yeah,
patting
that
her
is
mouth, she
true.
wasn't lip syncing. When she was, so I just wanted to get your intake on what you think, that how you perceived it. And since you didn't really notice it, obviously it was
Hmm.
entertaining to you, because
Yeah,
it was almost in the realms of, okay, let's just say the big issue with Valentina not taking off her mask was because RuPaul needed to see her
right.
lip sync. So
Hmm.
it was kind of
Yeah,
like, well, if that's the case, Valentina could have kept on her mask and just performed.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean,
that is
I
true.
don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't mind it. I liked the lip sync. I liked Silky.
Hmm.
I think Silky deserved to win, but it was more so like, okay, well, let's just see where this is gonna go. But yeah, ultimately Silky won, and
Hmm.
she is now going on to the next round, which she goes against Miss Yara Sophia. What did you think about that lip sync?
Um, yeah. So this one was probably like the most um out of Silky's lip sync was probably like my least favorite. I just feel like um
Right.
I feel like I don't know, just like the thing with the water, it just didn't like I just didn't really get what that had to do with the song. Like it doesn't really make sense to me. Um, but as far as Yara, I think Yara was good. I think she started off really well, but then towards the end of the lip sync, I think she kind of like ran out of steam. And I think that's probably why she lost because like Silky kept up the energy the whole time, and Yara was like kind of losing steam towards the end. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think that um Silky again had props. She had a tear off. They both looked good.
Hmm.
Um Yara was serving sensual, sexual vibes, and Silky was giving me a performance that was just, it was the performance didn't have it didn't peak and then it fell. It just kind of escalated throughout the whole performance. And
Hmm.
Yeah, ultimately, I think they just ran out of steam, like you said, and Silky ended up winning from RuPaul, gave her the win. Now she has 2 wins under her belt. She is now going on to the next round, and the next round is against Miss Scarlet Envy. What did you think?
Hmm. Oh gosh. Okay. So first of all, I love Scarlett so much. I was like,
Yes, me
I was so devastated when she went out. Um, and this is like Scarlett's look. I'm just like my breath is like taken away. Like
yes,
just everything, like the face, the hair, that stone bodysuit. Like we've seen a million bodysuits and this on Drag Race, but like this has to be like one of the best ones that we've ever seen. Like the stoning, this everything,
yes,
absolutely stunning.
yeah.
um, and Silky too. Like I think like Silky looks amazing. I think like her makeup and hair. I think this is like the best I think that she's looked or that she looked in like all of the lip syncs so far.
I agree with you.
Um, and I like and again like her shape is really good. I think that she looks really good in that dress. And then as far as the lip sync, um, so I watched the episode twice, and the first time I watched the episode, I think I thought that Sophie like won it like hands down. But then when I watched it again, I was really able to like appreciate what Scarlett was doing and like the emotion that she had, and like she was like really channeling Cher. So it was just like two very different types of performances. Like Scarlett was Cher in this in this lip sync, and Silky was giving more um I don't know. She was giving more like dance and like and then she like brought out the flag, which I'm assuming is what brought it over the top for Bill again is
Yeah.
the props. um so and then just another thing I wanted to say is on I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, Scarlett posted a video with Chad Michaels, like who was like dressed as Cher. Um and they like did like a little like duet performance of this. And I thought it was just a really
Oh,
nice
really?
video.
That's so dope. That's so
Yeah.
dope. I didn't see that. I gotta
Yeah.
see that. Okay,
Yeah, you should check
thank
it
you for
out.
saying that. I'm gonna definitely check that out. That's dope because Chad is known to do share, so
Hmm.
that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. I gotta see.
Yeah.
So as far as for me, I think that they both looked great. I mean, Scarlett is good. She is gonna look good. Like, I mean, she's a look queen to me now at this point,
Hmm.
and she's gorgeous. She's pretty. That catsuit was amazing. Um, Even with Silky, her hair, her makeup, even the little star pieces to that. This is again, I agree with you again. With this is probably the best out of all the lip syncs that she's looked. Um,
Hmm.
with Scarlett's performance, I think that she was trying to lip sync impersonate Cher.
Yeah.
And Silky was just having fun doing her rendition of what the song is. And when she took out the flags, is what really sold this. It was just really sold her performance. And to me, I don't think Scarlett is a lip sync assassin. I think that she is a performer in her just
Hmm.
by herself. She's great
Right.
by herself. So
Hmm.
yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I was rooting for Scarlett to win this. I
Me
was
too.
hoping she did, but she didn't. Root ends up deciding to give it to Silky, and so she is on to the next round. That is now 3 rounds for Silky, and the next round was supposed to be with Akira. Akira gets the invitation. She declines the invitation to come back for the lip syncs. What did you think about that?
Yeah. So I really love Akira. Like I loved her on season 11, and I was really excited for her to come back and to like see what she could do in AllStars. I thought that she would like be one of the front runners like coming back into the season,
Yeah.
because she was so strong previously. Um, but I don't know what happened, but like the judges just like they just kept overlooking her, and like she would they would never put her in the top, even though like her runways I think were like some of the best runways throughout
Yes.
the show. Like
Yes.
she never disappointed on the runway. um
Absolutely.
and I think just like her constantly being overlooked and just being the bottom like a couple times, I think she was just really beaten down.
Mm.
um and I just feel like she was just kind of done. And if this is what she had to do like for her mental health to like not like not to make anything worse, then because like getting eliminated once I'm sure is horrible, and like if you get eliminated again I'm sure it's even worse. So I think if it's just the right thing that she wanted to do for herself, then I'm happy with her decision.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because even with the other subscriber that I did the recap with before, what also said the mental health situation, like where you know where if you can handle it or not, or you where you're in a space where you're wanting to do this or not. And I think at that point in this stage in the competition, she was mentally thinking to herself, she did all the best that she could. She put her best foot forward, whatever she had going on. She's okay with not continuing, and this is what it is, So, bravo to her for standing her ground, knowing that what she's ready to do, what she isn't ready to do, and hopefully, and I know that she will have a great big career, for Akira, and it's just unfortunate that she declined it, but it is what it was. But now that the main stage is going on, Silky is on the stage by herself, and she realizes that Akira isn't coming on. So she decides to tell Rue she's taking this competition very seriously. She's taking this whole lip sync thing as the main challenge. Every lip sync that she's doing, she's here to win this. She's telling Rue basically, this is why you need to have me at the end. This is why I need to make it to the end. So what did you think about that?
Yeah, I think it was great that even though like she was automatically put through, that she still wanted to just show what she can do. I mean, that's why they're there to perform. Like I'm sure no one would pass up an opportunity to perform and to like show the judges what they can do. So I mean, and obviously like this lip sync was iconic, so I'm glad that we that we
Yeah,
got to see it.
because she didn't need to even lip sync. She decided to
Hmm.
say, I still want to show you,
Yes,
So,
exactly.
I mean, I enjoyed the lip sync, the Barbie girl, the two,
Hmm.
the guy and girl situation was split in half. I enjoyed it. What did you
Right.
think about it though?
Yes, yes. So when she came out and like with her face covered, I was like, oh boy, what's going on here? Like
Yeah.
this is like this is like Jasmine Masters with her like bow covering her face.
Oh my God, remember that?
um
Right.
yeah, so then when she started the lip sync and she like took it all off and she like turned around and like showed the man's side, I like screamed like because
Yeah.
I was just like not expecting that at all. Like like it was so funny. Um and yeah, so yeah, I mean just the whole lip sync was just like so fun. And my favorite part was it was like towards the end where she like got onto the ground and she was like rolling like back and forth as like the man side, and then the woman side, like I was cracking up so hard, like it was just so funny.
And she did it on point, on cue, on character.
Hmm.
It was everything about
Yeah,
it was so cool.
exactly.
And I'm so happy that she did what she did that episode. So now that she is four wins down, she is going on to the next round, and the next round is against Miss Jan. What do you think about that lip sync performance against Jan?
Yes, so I feel like this was probably the the closest lip sync that we saw. I think they were pretty evenly matched for like throughout most of it. um and like Jan, Um, well, actually, okay. So that's because a lot happened in this lip sync.
Right.
So,
Right.
so in the beginning, Selkie, she had some like weird like hair reveal where she was like in like the first like 5 seconds of the,
It
lip
was.
sync, she was like ripped it off. Like I don't know why she even had that reveal. Like it was just kind of
Yeah,
nothing.
I was annoyed by the hair, first of all. I was like, girl, please,
Yeah,
what is his hair? But yeah,
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 yeah. And then she's also in this like giant coat, which I saw on Twitter. She said she brought this giant coat so that she could use that to like stash the guitar, and to like bring that on stage with her. So
okay.
I'm glad that we got the context because I think the coat didn't really match like what was underneath, so it was kind of like weird for me. Um, but then Jan, she also had like a hair reveal where she like split up to the front and she like crashed into the lights and then she like whipped her head
Yes.
and like the hair went flying. And I think that was like a better reveal than what Silky did at least.
Yeah.
Um, And I mean, they both were like whipping their hair all over the place. I think that was like, I think they both did really well. Um, and but yeah, like but then of course Toki had the guitar, and um, with it being like with that part of the song, like only having the like guitar solo and like no vocals, you kind of like have to have a prop. So you're, unless you're just like air guitaring, and I personally don't really like when Queens air guitar. It's kind of like cheesy to me. But I mean, like, what else are you gonna do when it's like a guitar solo?
Right.
So yeah, so I mean, Silky obviously thought that through with having the prop. So and then obviously her smashing at the end, like I think that was, I'm assuming that's what brought it over the edge for the judges.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I think that this lip sync was the closest or one of the closest compared to one other queen, which we'll get to in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Jan looked amazing. I think she was ready to, she came in gun blazing. She said, okay, I'm going to bring it. I'm so ready to do this because I need to stay in this competition. Her look was on point. It went with the song as well. And
Yeah,
Miss
definitely.
Silky looks great and she was ready for the performance, especially with her props. Now, as far as a
Yes.
lip sync goes, Miss Jan could have won this. Miss Jan really could have won this. It was just the fact that Silky brought out that damn guitar. And
Mm-hmm.
when she slammed it on the floor, I said, "Oh, this is done. It's
It's a
done.
wrap.
It is. It's a wrap." It reminded me of the rock bands back in the '90s when they were doing that. It was like, okay, well, she is totally in character, in spirit, in performance mode. I was like, okay, because Jan really could have won that. So
Yeah.
Rue decides to pick Miss Silky Ganache to win that lip sync. She is on a roll now. She now is on to the next round, and the next round is against Miss Pandora Box in lip syncing. What did you think about that?
Yeah. So I was this is gonna I was actually kind of like expecting Pandora to like pull in a Curia here because because like Pandora, she also seemed kind of like beat down towards the end
Yeah.
because she also like wasn't getting that recognition. Um, but like obviously I'm glad that she stayed and she stayed to fight. Um, but once the song turned on and it was Ariana Grande, I knew that it was not Pandora's time to advance.
Yes. I said the same thing. I was like, oh girl, here we go.
Yeah, because this is definitely something that Silky would perform, and this is not something that Pandora would perform. Um, but like Pandora, she looked fantastic. I think this is probably the best that she looked all season. I love that Silky, like she like this is like something that Ariana would wear, like the like strappy thing. Like it's definitely something that Ariana would wear on her tours. Um, and yeah, so Pandora, she tried to do like some campy type stuff. And I think that works for her, but it's just like not, it just like wasn't gonna go for the song. So what Selkie did, like she definitely embodied the song better than Pandora did.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I think that they both looked amazing, but I will say this is the best I've ever have seen Pandora. I've never
Yeah,
seen
she looked
Pandora look
amazing.
better. She looked absolutely stunning, amazing. Silky looked great too as well. When I heard the Ariana Grande song come on, I said, "Oh." I said, okay, well, this is definitely going to Silky. I was like,
Yep.
Silky's about to mop this whole runway with this. And she did. The only thing with me is that with Pandora's performance, she could have maybe had a chance if she would have done the campy route throughout the whole way. She was
Mm-hmm.
giving, she went in and out of it. You know what I'm saying? She went,
Yeah.
trying to be like the sexy, sultry, character performing like Ariana, but then it was like, that's just not her niche. You know what I'm saying? So when she did try to
Yeah.
do the campy thing, even the campy stuff didn't land really. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, whatever. And ultimately, Silky just nailed it. She just performed it and she didn't need to do a lot. All she did was tear it off the skirt. It was like, okay.
Yep.
And But yeah, so that's how that went down. Those are the way the cards were laid. Rue decides to go with Silky Nutmeg on winning that one. Now we are on to the final lip sync. Silky made it all the way, processing the queens to the end, and she is now having to lip sync against Miss Eureka. What did you think about that lip sync?
Yeah, so something I wanted to talk about is when I watched the episode the first time, I wasn't sure like how much time the queens that got eliminated had between like their elimination and when they actually did the lip sync. So when I rewatched, I like pay attention to the guest judges.
Mm-hmm.
And so the guest judges that were there were like from the episode after they got eliminated. So like so when
Yeah.
so when like Jiggly and Silky performed, it was Tia Mowry, which was um when Yara, I guess, got eliminated.
Yeah.
So but then for this one, it was Charlie XCX, which was also the same guest judge that was there for the Pandora.
Eureka.
And yeah. So so I guess really Eureka, she really just got eliminated and came back as opposed to everyone else. They had probably like a couple of days to maybe like prepare for the lip sync.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Silky had more time to prepare because she had this like whole like bodysuit contraption that she had,
Yeah.
like the blow up thing. So yeah, I mean, I think this one was very close as well. I wasn't really here for like the story that Silky was trying to portray. like
Right.
like
Yeah.
like I think it was great what she was trying to like pay homage to her mother who like lost all this weight. I think that's amazing. But just without hearing that story, like I don't think anyone would have really gotten that story. And then she also got like stuck in the bodysuit as she was trying to take it off. So she definitely fumbled with like this gimmick. And as far as Eureka, I think Eureka did really well. I think like the emotion that she was portraying was really good. And the only thing that was not good is that like her wig like kept like sliding back. So she kept like having to fix her wig. But since I'm assuming this was right after she got eliminated, so she probably just had to get changed, like throw on a wig really quick. Like I don't think we can really blame her too much.
Yeah,
that
right.
like her wig wasn't like completely intact. But yeah, I mean, I think it was really close. But personally, I think Eureka took this lip sync.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think both queens looked great, right? Thank you for mentioning the aspect of the time frame of how much Eureka had to get ready, because I never thought about it like that. So even though I knew that it was like, one after the other, but I didn't think Eureka was probably one of the only queen that didn't have time to do anything besides just put on a wig and let's go, or an outfit. And didn't really think about it too much. But yeah, so now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of made me root for her even more with that aspect. And as far as the lip sync went, I think Silky's story was great. Like you said, it's just, if you have to explain the story, there's no point of doing it, because you're not going to be explaining it when you're lip syncing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and then her outfit not tearing off. And then when she tried to do the dip, it was sloppy. It just looked like she fell. It wasn't like precise. It just wasn't right to me. It just didn't fit. And then with Eureka's performance out of all of the performances that happened and all the queens that performed, was the only queen that pulled at my heartstring. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh man, like you could feel the emotion from that lip sync, which I love lip syncs like that. So it was the fact about she was really putting her all into it. And with that story that she said is with it, it was like, you can see that. You can see it was for somebody, it was like relatable, like, so I enjoyed it. To me personally, if whoever wins this, I would say Eureka would have won this lip sync for sure to me. But with that being said, now that the lip sync was over with, Rue was going to pick a winner. So we go back into the workroom where the rest of the top 4 queens are watching the lip syncs, and then the screen goes blank. We're going to figure out who's going to be on to the next one. You decide to go with who do you think is going to stay, and what is going to happen? How do you think that's going to play out?
Yeah, so I was very annoyed that we got a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that Eureka won that lip sync.
Yeah.
But I could see Rue trying to pull some stuff where she keeps both of them. Just because Silky, she had this like huge run, and like she might want to like reward her for that. And then like I think Eureka did do better, so I think you can't really eliminate Eureka when and I think she won.
Yeah.
So if only one person's coming back, I think it'll be Eureka, but I could see her bringing both of them back.
Pulling a stunt, yeah. And then, so how do you think that's gonna go next episode? Because I never watched spoilers. I just wanted to know your opinion of how you think it's gonna go. So if they bring 2 back, or if they bring 1 back, are they going to do like the whole episode like regular, or are they going to get rid of just 1 queen next episode, or are they going to get rid of 2 queens next episode?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like,
or how would you want it to go?
Yeah, I mean, well, I would only want one queen to come back. Like I wouldn't want her to bring both of them back.
Right, okay.
But I think if she did bring 2, and I just like don't know about like I'm just thinking about like the scheduling. Like I don't know if they'd have enough for like 2 more episodes. Right. So like if she did bring back 2, then 2 would probably have to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't like I just like I think the final 4 that's there is like the deserving final 4. So like I just don't want I don't want either of them to come back and then like take one of their spots.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So whoever comes back, I kind of just hope they get eliminated again.
Basically what happens usually, right? Like the queens come back, think they have a chance, and they get eliminated right after, right? So
yeah. But I could also see because there hasn't been like any like really like gaggy eliminations this season. Like with when like Naomi got rid of Manila, like we haven't had any like big eliminations like that.
Yeah, no.
So I could see them pulling a stunt where like whoever comes back wins this challenge, and then like they eliminate one of these like big front runners. I don't want that to happen, but I can see them trying to create this drama.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, all of that, everything is a possibility. All the things can really happen. For me, I hope they only bring back 1 queen. I'm going to say it like this, like I'm part of the ballroom scene. So it's just kind of like, that is my world. And that's what happens when you're processing of eliminations. It's like you have 50 people walking the category, and you're trying to get through the categories through the whole night. So you have to process it. To make it quicker, you have to process each one back to back to back. So it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm used to that. So I wouldn't feel bad about Silky not making it through, because you only literally you had a week to prep, so I don't really, it is what it was. Right. You had a chance to really get your mind together. And I mean, only 1 queen should go through, and I think that 1 queen should really conduct the whole episode the way it usually is. They do the mini challenge or maxi challenge, and they see who's the best. I don't mind a little twist. I don't mind a little spiciness. If Eureka gets rid of, all I know is that she better not get rid of Kylie. She better not get rid of Trinity. That's all I. She could get rid of
them. I'm in the same camp.
Whatever. Right. Like go on ahead. But even though whatever happens, but it's still going to be juicy. And but yeah, hopefully it's a good episode, because we are down to the wire. We're about to find out who's going to be the next queen. So but yes, that is the end of the recap, babe. Thank you so much for coming on, giving me your side of the story, your opinions, your thoughts of how it went. Thank you for making me think about stuff in a different way and bringing up some stuff I didn't think about. And again, shout outs to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This is so much fun. Like I love Drag Race, so like anytime I can talk about it, it's just like it's so much fun for me. So I'm really
Yes.
like thankful that you picked me to come on.
Yes, of course, of course. And I'm so happy that you did come on. Again, sending so much love, sending so much hugs your way, babe. And until the
Thank
next
you.
one, mwah, love you, babes.
Love you too.
Bye. Okay, you guys, so that is the end of my recap with a subscriber. Man, I really do love hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys, vibing with you guys. You guys really do help me think about stuff in a different way I didn't think about, which is the most important thing, as well as really getting to know you guys more. And like I said in the last one, this is a way for me to say thank you to you guys, because without you guys, my channel would be nothing. And again, if you aren't a part of my Patreon, definitely be a part of it, because you're only getting half of the story. If you don't, I react to the full episodes of what I'm reacting to. So you're going to get everything unedited, and it's going to be from Drag Race US, Drag Race Holland, Drag Race UK, and a lot of other stuff that I'm going to react and review to. And give this video a thumbs up, because if you haven't, it really does go a long way, you guys. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so you know exactly when I upload. And like always, you guys, life is your vision. It is whatever you make it, as long as you make it freaking fabulous. Until the next one, you guys. Bye.